Hello everybody, this is my latest, oh wait a minute, the vampire machine. No, not this. That's just to get your attention. This. I have been making, producing, and selling and shipping what is known as a wishing machine. I have several videos out there explaining all of this, and this, and the purple plate, all this, except this, you'll notice, has a switch. Wow. And there's something else this one has. This. So what I'm going to do now is step you through the use of a vampire machine. Because you can go to the other video and see about using it as a wishing machine. This would be the Tesla coil that goes here. Of course, this plugs into the wall. Other videos are going to explain this. For the vampire machine, we do not need to have this to amplify energy going out. What we want is everything that will indeed bring energy to us. So that's what this is about. Along with this machine, this will be inside the box, as will these two cords, okay, as well as the Tesla coil and the power cord for the Tesla coil. All those items will be in with this as you unbox it. You'll receive also a manual on how to use the vampire machine, okay? And you'll also receive a bigger manual on how to use it as a wishing machine. And you'll notice it covers the Tesla coil, it covers the purple plate, it covers the orgone pyramid. So it's a very detailed instruction manual. You're also, and I'm not going to show this because of I got to protect somebody's identity here, but this is going out to an individual that this particular box is going to. You're going to receive a little book that is written and printed up just for you, because each of these machines I make are designed and built and very personalized to the user. When you buy one of these, I'm going to ask you a very important question, and upon receiving that information, I'm going to be able to build out your machine where it connects to you. So, in with this are all these items. The other videos I've done, as the instruction manual too, is going to explain how to use this, the purpose of these, and of course how to use the Tesla coil and the purpose of that. So let's get on now. As you see, this is what's coming out to you, and I'm going to explain to you exactly how you're going to use this as a vampire machine. Why do we call it a vampire machine? Well, you've probably heard of a psychic vampire. A psychic vampire is someone that draws energy from the people they associate with. You may have been a victim of a psychic vampire. There'd be somebody that you've met that you may even like, but for some reason when you associate with them, when you're in their company, you begin to feel drained. By the time you leave them, you feel depleted. It's like, wow, why do I get so tired? It's because this psychic vampire is sucking energy from you. So what if we could take psionics, a little bit of radionics here, and we could draw energy from sources like the planet or the sun or individuals without ever being or leaving home? That's the purpose of this. So you've got all this. This is the basic machine. To the side of the input plate, this copper here is the input plate, by the way. and to this side is a hole. And I'm going to let this open for a moment so you can kind of see what's going on in here. But this is where this hole leads, right here. I'm not going to go into much detail with this, but I want you to see what you're dealing with here. And you are going to need to know about this, and I'm going to explain that later. So what happens is the first thing you do, if you want you to receive energy from somewhere, have a photograph of yourself, and then have a photograph or some small item that is a witness or is used to manifest what you want to draw energy from. For instance, get a small picture of planet Earth or the sun, and you're going to place that inside here. Just lay it inside here. Okay? Then you are going to lay your picture on this copper plate. Now, the way that I am instructing you on this is maybe just a little bit different than others may, but I tell you, the result is going to be profound. Okay? We each have our own, make sure I get this wire in here, experiences. So you've got whatever you're using to manifest the source of your energy, you've got here. You've got your picture laying here. You can then take this orgone pyramid and use it kind of as like you would a paperweight, right there, to hold down your picture, whatever you're using to represent you, right here. And then all of the dials need to be set all the way to 0. And you're going to start with the first one. As you rub your thumb or your finger across this plate, you're going to feel, and you're going to slowly turn this, not fast, you know, real slow as you're rubbing your finger, and you're going to, at some point, you'll just get the sensation of a little bit of drag, a little bit of stick. It may not be profound, but as soon as you get the first sensation of, ooh, that felt like it dragged, you stop on whatever number you were at. Then you go to the next one, and you stop. Whenever you get that sensation, just a slight sensation of a little bit of drag, a little bit of stick, you go through the next one, you do the same thing. You go to the next one, you do the same thing. Then you go to the fifth, and you do the same thing. When you reach that point, then you remove whatever's representing you, put it on the purple plate, and put the pyramid, the orgone pyramid, right there. You still got this in here. This has not changed. You're not going to remove that. The next thing you do is you take and say, oh, this stopped at 20, that stopped at, what is that, 30. You add up where these stop. Don't, unlike when you're using a wishing machine, you leave them where they're set, and you want to add those up. 20 and 30 is 50, and 10 is 60, and that one stopped at 60, so it's 120, and that one is 15, that is 135. So what we're coming up with there is you're going to leave this machine on for 135 minutes. Now, there's 2 switches that you're going to use to activate this machine. The one is right here, and you'll notice that red light comes on. See, that'll indicate it's powered up. The other is in the back. Now, if you've just received this, and I'm going to move this so I can show you, if you've just received this machine, you're going to feel a little piece of plastic. That's because there's batteries in here. They're like a little watch battery. before you turn this on, you got to remove that plastic, and then you turn this one on. You'll know that's on because all of a sudden this is gonna bright red. It's gonna be like, ooh, there's a lot of energy in there. This is gonna illuminate bright red in here once you turn this on. So you've got your whatever's representing you. You've got here with the orgone pyramid on it. You've got whatever's representing your source of energy in here. You've got all the dials set from that little bit of drag, that little bit of stick. You've gone through all 5, and you've added those up so you know how many minutes. So you're going to look at your, either set a timer on your cell phone or whatever way you've got to be able to say, I got 150 minutes that I'm going to leave this on. So you got all that set. You turn this on, and you turn, you'll see a little black switch right here. After you remove that piece of plastic, you turn that on. And then you've got your timer going, whether it be your cell phone or however you want to time yourself. And you leave it. You leave it on for that 20 minutes, for that 90 minutes, whatever these added up to. Those minutes is going to tell you how long you need to leave this machine on. And you leave it. As soon as that time runs out, you turn it off. You come back here, you turn this one off, and you turn this one off. And then you wait 24 hours. This is a daily routine. And at some point, you will feel the energy that you're seeking. Some people can feel it the first usage. Other people may take a few days before they actually start feeling it. Now, if you don't feel that this is really working fast enough for you, when you set all this up and you want to really get connected to your machine, instead of using a picture of yourself, that is the purpose of these. There is an output jack. You plug this in and you attach this alligator clip to your lapel, to your hat, to some part of you. And then you're going to sit with this machine for however minutes it is. It's of course long enough to where you can have it sitting next to you and you can sit and whatever. And so instead of having your picture here, you can have this connected directly to you. You can do that in conjunction with having your picture as well as the orgone pyramid sitting there, if you really want to boost this up. Don't lose patience. The energy could build in a very subtle, quiet way. For some people, it could be a very potent, powerful build-up. There's going to be several things that's going to determine the outcome of this. And those certain things will have to deal with your particular situation, where you're drawing the energy from. In radionics, which is what part of this machine is working on, you are working in conjunction with the machine. Meaning that your mental and emotional state and your overall feeling with this and the way you're approaching it, you're going to have an impact on how well this machine works. Whether you have a very positive attitude with it or not. In psionics, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. In psionics, that's the way it works. In radionics, you can just leave the machine to itself. And it works independently of you. So, that is how the vampire machine works. And that's how you use the vampire machine. Read the manual that comes with it. And it's very simple usage. This machine has been very carefully constructed with you in mind. It includes your life path number. It includes your birthstone. And there is a publication that comes with this that explains your birthstone and your life path number. The more you know about yourself, the better results you're going to have as you work in conjunction with your wishing machine, vampire machine. So keep all those things in mind. As usual, I try to keep myself available to give you any constructive advice or instruction on how to make the best use of any of these machines that I produce. Remember, it's www.thewishdr.com, not the witch, but thewishdr.com. 888-501-6689 is my phone number. Best wishes to you. Re-energize. Enjoy your life to the max. And then there was light. Actually, in reviewing my video, I recognized I left out an important piece of instruction for the vampire machine. Because if you'll notice, when you turn it on, there is actually power. And then, as I demonstrated, or as I showed in the earlier part of the video, there's a switch here that actually turns on inside here. So, it's not plugged in anywhere. There's no wires coming out of the box. It is totally and completely portable. So, if all of a sudden you turn this on and there's no power, then something has to be done. If all of a sudden you turn this on and there's no red emitting from this here, there's a problem. So first of all, let's go to the main switch. We open up the box, and I told you earlier in this video that I was going to show you the importance of this. In this simply slides off. There is a 9-volt battery. So if suddenly you find you have no power, and that's the reason of that red light on the end of this switch, then that means that the 9-volt battery needs to be replaced. And you simply remove this one and put in a new one. And those batteries should last a long time because this does not use a lot of power. In other words, the mere and sheer purpose of this machine is to gain power from other sources. So the reality is it doesn't take and it doesn't drain much from this battery. This is to kind of get it jump started, if you will. But it's important to keep a fresh battery in here so you do get that jump start as it gathers energy to give to you. Now, otherwise, you want to keep this box closed. You shouldn't continually open this box. You respect this box machine. The same with this. When you turn this on, and this is not emitting red, then there are 4 little screws, and there is a watch battery in here. So this is where you would replace that. You don't detach this. This is permanently attached to the machine, so you just right there remove those, and you'll easily see what kind of battery you need for that. Replace it, and this again should last a long time. So that was a very important part that when I originally recorded this, I was going to tell you, and I didn't get it out, But when the energy of the sun brought it to my attention, I came back to share that with you. Enjoy your vampire machine. Use it wisely, use it thoughtfully, use it to empower yourself. Best wishes. Wish you be energized.